This is Trey Brady with Roundabout.com. We're here in beautiful Atlantic City, New Jersey, right in front of the Caesar's Palace. We have two fans here that have to fight, and we would love to know, what was your take on the fight?
Well, my take on the fight is that I thought Andre Ward was going to win because he's faster, but if Froch would have probably caught him with a good shot, maybe it would have changed the pace of the fight. But it's typical Ward fight. You know, he won because he's fast, he's good. But I would love to see him in there with somebody that can match the speed with some power, and then
like who?
Whoa, that's a good question, because that's the weight class, you know.
We were just talking about the option of Sergio Martinez possibly moving up in weight to meet him. We were also talking about him moving up to a higher weight, maybe the cruiserweight division. What do you think
fighting Lucian Butte.
And fight Lucian Butte.
You know, I have to tell you, maybe Hopkins, you know, maybe he can move up in weight and meet Hopkins at a catch weight, maybe 170 or something. That would be a good fight. You know, Butte, everybody was yelling out for Butte. Maybe Butte can step it up but I think Ward right now, he got it right now. I mean, I don't think anybody can beat him in that division. You know, Sergio Martinez, he got some power, but moving up in weight, that'll probably slow him down a little bit.
Now tell me something. I know you watched the Hopkins-Dawson fight.
Yes, I did.
Do you think Bernard Hopkins is, you know, for lack of a better word, slowly getting older, you know, during his fights? Do you think he can still put up the type of numbers, punch output, the strength that he has, speed and reflex at this age?
Yeah, no, you know what, you're right. He is slowing down slowly. If he were to fight somebody, you know, really, I mean, Hopkins is just an awkward fighter, so I don't see anybody, you know, to answer your question, I don't think he could put up the numbers if he was to fight an opponent that would you know, take away his game, right. You know?
Now, I personally believe that Bernard Hopkins and Andre Ward have similar styles. They're hard to fight. Both of them are hard to fight. Bernard Hopkins winning a split decision or a majority decision against Andre Ward, I personally don't see happening, but I'm not a judge, I'm not a ref, nor am I a fighter. I'm just a boxing enthusiast. Last question for you. What would you like to see happen with the super middleweight tournament? Do you like the Super 6 tournament? Would you like to see it come back again, or are you ready to see another weight class hold a tournament?
Yeah, I think I'm ready for another weight class to see a tournament. You know, Mike Tyson made an interesting comment the other day. He said, let's do an over 40s tournament, and he did say that he's not interested in participating, but it would be interesting. You know, you got Riddick Bowe, you got Evander Holyfield.
He also said exclude Vitaly Klitschko and Vladimir.
Yeah, he did say that, but maybe the winner of that tournament could take on one of the Klitschkos.
Right.
You know, instead of one of them fighting them now, because Klitschko's untouchable right now. There's nobody, you know, that is as big that can compete.
To me, an over 40 tournament speaks Parkinson's all day long. So let's keep the older guys in their place, let them become boxing historians, and let the younger guys fight. A heavyweight tournament will be great. Just find out who's the next person, the next heir to the throne. We saw last week Seth Mitchell on the Lamont Peterson undercard do his thing. Now let's see who the other heavyweights out there.
Let me ask you one more question. Since you mentioned the heavyweights, and you don't think there's anybody who can really touch the Klitschkos, what do you think about Seth Mitchell, who just fought last weekend?
He's moving up. You know, he last week I was actually at the fight with my wife, and we saw the fight. It was a good fight, you know, but you know, he's got to earn his stripes. You know, I think that you don't put him yet with the Klitschko. Let him move up to that level, and then maybe he could, you know, take one of the Klitschkos. But like Klitschko's, you know, I think it's size. It comes down to size. You know what? I would love to see Lennox Lewis come out of retirement and take on one of the Klitschkos and shut them up once and for all, you know, because really, I think it's a lot of hype with the Klitschkos. It's just size with them. That's it. You can't get inside. It's hard when they just keeping that jab up front. So Lennox Lewis, come back.
You just mentioned his favorite fighter, Lennox Lewis. That's his favorite fighter.
Lennox Lewis too,
love Lennox Lewis.
Yeah, I love him too.
I'm naming my son Lennox.
Stand up guy, the last stand-up heavyweight that we had, you know.
Right.
And hopefully, hey, you never know. You got Riddick Bowe coming back. You got Evander Holyfield still fighting. Lennox Lewis, come back.
Could happen.
You know, I'd love to see him.
Appreciate it, brother. This is Roundabout.com. Trey Brady. Peace.